Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and today we'll talk about Tattooed Chef, and I kind of dropped this on the live stream that I will be doing a video about these guys, and today's the day we do a video about them. So you guys kind of suggested this, and it's also a stock that's been talked about on my Discord group. There's been a few people on the Discord group talking about this company, so yeah, it's a combination of kind of you guys that are on the Discord group and also some of you guys that were on the live stream asking about this one. So yeah, let me know any other stocks that you want me to have a look at. Sometimes you guys do suggest some really good companies, and yeah, I like looking into them. So yeah, we're going to be taking a look at Tattooed Chef, which isn't exactly confirmed to be on the stock market just yet. It's going to be merging with a SPAC stock, which isn't totally confirmed, which we'll be talking about, and I'll be talking about if this company kind of interests me and if I'm going to be buying some shares into this company. So as always guys, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and we'll take a look at Tattooed Chef. So first of all, Tattooed Chef is going to be going public with a SPAC stock. The SPAC stock is called Form Merger. So when we first of all, let's take a look at the share price of this SPAC stock and how it is doing. You can see the news where it was announced it was going to merge, and it's been on a good run since. If you did manage to get quite early on, you've seen a pretty decent run in the share price. We've seen it topped out about $28, and it has come down a little bit since then. So it is trading at $24 right now. But as always with it being a SPAC stock, there's going to be days where the company is going to be up 10%, it's going to be down 10%. It's going to be definitely, a volatile stock until the merger is complete. So with a SPAC stock and a company going public through a SPAC stock, I always like to have a look at how far down the line is this merger at. Is this complete? Have we been given a date? Is it still getting voted on by the shareholders? And it turns out that the actual merger is not complete. It actually went to get voted through, and it actually didn't get enough votes for the merger to go through. So they've extended the deadline, and they're only a couple of percentage short of the actual merger actually going through, and 99% of people were in favour of the merger going through. But unfortunately, there weren't enough votes for it. They need a bigger majority than what they got. There was 61% that reported of the merger going through, 99% which voted in favour of it, but however they need 65%. So basically I think it's been extended somewhere around to the 30th of October, and like I say, it needs to get another 4% of votes for this merger to go through. This actually took a little bit of a dump in the share price, but at the same time I feel like they can get that over 4% in the next few days. So I do expect the merger to go through, but it is worth noting that this company didn't get enough votes on the first merger, and it will need to get more votes. So at the same time, there's a bit of risk there. At the same time, I think it will be okay getting through, and this company will go public. But it is just kind of putting that risk there, out there to you guys, so you know about that situation. So we're going to say that pretty much it's 90% sure that the merger is going to happen with Tattooed Chef. So first of all, let's have a look at what Tattooed Chef is. Now, it's basically most of its income at the moment is based in America. It has got a lot of great deals with other outlets or other supermarkets, as we would call them in the UK. Some of these are Costco, which is a deal it's had for a little bit longer. It's had Walmart, which is a contract they're actually still ramping up quite a bit. That should do really well over the next kind of 6 months when they start ramping that contract up. And as well as that, I believe they've just signed a contract with Target as well. So there's 3 nice contracts there. A Walmart contract that isn't up to maximum potential yet, and also a new contract with Target, which will really help. So it looks quite a good outlet over the next 2 years that they've got these major contracts for Tattooed Chef to sell some of the products. So what are the products? Well, the products are plant-based products, food products, and they've got quite a few products out there. I've got a selection here of different products here, and obviously the big plant-based products company that does stand out that we can compare it to is Beyond Meats. So obviously you look at Beyond Meats, slightly a little different with where they're going with the products, but yeah, you see Beyond Meats, it's done really well on the share price front, and they've done, they've smashed it. So if we can have kind of a little bit of the success here that what Beyond Meats has had in Tattooed Chef, then it looks like it could be quite a decent company overall. Now, we did kind of have Tattooed Chef release. Obviously, it's a private company and it's only going public now, so we don't have major amounts of news about this company, but we did get an early kind of Q3 numbers from this company, and we could see that they actually did very well in Q3. We could see that revenue was 41 million, which was an increase of 71%, which is fantastic. I think that's outgrowing Beyond Meat's actually. I'll have to check that, but I know it's very close to where Beyond Meat's is at. So we can see that it's kind of on that sort of level where Beyond Meat's is. We can see they're doing 148 million, which is a pretty decent amount. And we can also see that adjusted EBITDA is expected to be 17 million. So we can see the company is actually growing revenue at a fantastic rate. We can see this is actually a profitable company as well, which isn't very common for a SPAC stock. So a fantastic growth. It's a profitable company, and we've got kind of another company in here. The thing as well is, like a lot of these SPAC stocks, they're always talking about, we're going to be here in a year's time. I'm in Diamond Peak and there's no revenue. We were actually talking about a company here that's growing huge and also has a profitable business already. And I think the brand's pretty good. When we look at the brand, it was a pretty decent brand as well. Now, one thing I always like to do with these sort of products as well is actually go and have a look at the reviews. And the reviews are pretty good for them. There's not many, but the reviews that have been out there for the products have been fantastic, which is another great thing. And the only one thing that I didn't really like is there wasn't too much financial information about this company. I'd like to see a little bit of more numbers. I've tried to check everywhere, and there's basically hardly any numbers about the financials, which would be something pretty good. But overall, we can see that the growth has been pretty good on this company. The products have been pretty good, and they're also building up some good relationships. It's obviously quite clear this company is going in the right places. A SPAC stock potentially that should go through. Obviously, we're missing some financials, but the growth historically has been pretty good. The balance sheet's pretty good. We know it's in a growing area, and overall, it seems like a pretty strong company. The brand as well, I think it's a pretty decent brand as well. And it could go on the lines to compete with something like a Beyond Meats, and we know how well Beyond Meats has done. And when we actually start breaking down the valuation side of it as well, and what the company is being valued at compared to the growth, what currently Beyond Meats is at, it's quite a cheap valuation. Now, it would have been a little bit better to get this at a cheaper price because it was at a pretty decent valuation when it actually was announced as the merger. Since then, the stock has obviously gone up to, right now as recording the video, somewhere at like the $24 range, which kind of has added a lot of valuation on top of the company. It's a bit of a tricky one really, because you look at the company, great brand, great products, it's getting the right partnerships. Obviously the financial side is, we don't have a big clear picture on that just yet. We would have to wait for it to go public for that to happen. And also we also have the risk of the SPAC stock, which are obviously volatile, and we've also got to wait for the confirmation for it to go through, which I think would happen. So I look at Tattoo Chef now and compare it to something like a Beyond Meats, which obviously they're a little bit different. At the same time, you can see the potential because of Beyond Meat, and you look at the valuation and you compare Tattoo Chef's valuation at the moment compared to a Beyond Meats, and it's a lot cheaper than a Beyond Meats as well, and it's got fantastic growth as well. And it's a tricky one because I actually really like this company, and I wouldn't mind actually buying into it. The big problem I have is that where I actually buy into the company itself, and for me, when I look at the valuation, it's still not a bad valuation. Like I can justify buying right now, but if I'm honest, I kind of want to get Tattoo Chef a little bit cheaper. I wouldn't mind getting it into like the maybe the 20 range, maybe the teen range. If I could get it in that sort of range, then I can see this stock price, going up quite a bit, especially when you look at how much, the revenue is forecast to go, and the profit side of it, and it's already profitable as well. So yeah, I think I might just hold off it a little bit and see what happens, but I do really like this one, and it's a company that I would not mind buying at the right sort of prices. So that was a little mini update into Tattoo Chef anyway, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you can smash the like button. If you are new, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.